Hi there, my name is Isabella Blanc. I am from Shediac, New Brunswick, Canada. I started off on level 2 on March 26th. For my final project, I decided to go with a bark. I went with three types. So I went with a apricot ginger, this little guy over here, my personal favorite. And then I also got a pistachio mint bark, my mom's favorite. And then the pecan mesquite. The inspiration behind my product was definitely Christmas time. Growing up, me and my grandmother would make bark like mad women for the family. So that was pretty much my inspiration behind it. Plus, I love bark. So, for if there is a demand for this in my area, I would say so. I live in a very small town, so vegan options are very limited, especially for chocolate. The only dairy free chocolate products that we have would be just processed things that you would buy at a supermarket. So I really find that people with allergies and intolerances to dairy and gluten and just overall looking for a healthier alternative to sweets, they would really love this. For the cost, each individual one vary between a $273 to $307 cost. And This does include my packaging and my labeling. I would tell them about $7.75 a piece. I find that people would pay this much for it because we don't have a lot of them in this area. And the food cost percentage would be an average between a 37.3, which would give me an average markup of 62.6%. For the special packaging, I just went with, I really wanted a small box with a clear window so you could see the product. I went with my logo because I own a catering company, so I went with Food for Fuel. These are just my regular labels that I put on all of my products. So I just went Food for Fuel, the name, and then right underneath I wrote vegan, raw, organic, always. Sorry. What I learned through this costing and packaging process was pretty much just that, as I always knew, buying organic is really, really expensive, but I didn't know, I don't often work with dried fruits except dates, so I never knew how expensive they were, but they were pretty much the majority of my cost. And because I live in Canada and a lot of our products are imported from the US and we have the US exchange that's just getting worse by the day, a lot of my products were really, really expensive, especially cacao butter. Cacao butter, I bought organic and it was $24.99 a pound at one store. And then the cheapest one that I found was $12.49 a pound. So at least I got that. So for any of my original ingredients that I thought about putting in but didn't in the end, I really wanted to do Brazil nuts because they're my favorite, but they're just way too expensive. My cost would just be too high. So in the end, I went with the pecan instead of that. So it was a little cheaper. If there's anything that I would consider next time, not really. I really thought that everything went well. And besides that, what I enjoyed the most about the process was probably experimenting and testing. I had so much fun making some, and I even made some with my grandmother just to test out. So I had the best time doing that. So yeah, flavor balancing as well. I really enjoyed it. But the overall experience was great. I really had fun, and I'm definitely going to be selling these because I really think that they do well. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much.